Hello, everybody. This is Rich. Although you're seeing the Mask's new generation, I've got a little something I'm hiding behind, and has nothing to do with Lowell Francis, despite what anyone else might say. This is my YouTube channel where I play awesome tabletop RPGs with very cool people. This is our next to last session of this run of Masks, a new generation, which I can name correctly because I have the picture right here, which you're looking at right now. We have a number of high schoolers in a Masks high school game. The main setting is Hope Prep, which is from Melorvia. That is actually 4 icons and or mutants and masterminds, but I snagged it, and I'm using it for our purposes. I'm going to do a quick run through the row, going alphabetically by first name of player, because I screw it up every other time I try any other alphabetical order. And we'll just have you give us a quick bit about your character and where we last saw you, starting off with Alex. Tell us a bit about Kid Ragnarok.
Well, I'm Kid Ragnarok, the delinquent with the supervillain parents. I currently have my mum, who is young because she's from the past, which is weird, and is part of the gang now. And I think I'm this session going to kind of help her out and learn about how she turned into a supervillain by going to see my dad in Supermax prison.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Next, we have Andrew, who plays Pixie.
Yes, I play Pixie. Pixie looks like a tree person some of the time, but now she looks like human some of the time, and it's getting really complicated. She used to be your average teenager, but got caught between a supervillain and a superhero in a fight, and now kind of hates superheroes, but looks like a tree person, so doesn't really have much choice, and that's why she's at this school, which has embittered her slightly. She did have a really cute boyfriend. They're technically still dating, but she has very oogie feelings right now because he almost killed somebody.
Dun dun dun. And then let's go into Jan, who plays that almost killed somebody Quartz.
Hi. I'm an alien. I didn't have any emotions until I got here. And now I have loads of them. And I got very angry because someone from my people almost got killed by some of the people that are attacking my planet, and really that just became a bit much for me. And now I'm sort of going on a quest for vengeance and trying to get back to my planet to, first of all, heal that other person from my planet, Crixum, and to make sure that my people are ready for the fights.
All right. Next, we move on to Yona, who's playing Electrocute.
Yes, I am the aforementioned mom from the past, and I'm kind of panicking about my future self and having very dark thoughts about how to resolve the whole situation. That's where we left off the last time, so let's see how this will work out for her.
Yeah, Electrocute kind of was crying in the bottom of a pit at the end
Yes.
of yeah, it did not
Yep.
go so well for her.
Nope.
Next, we have Jules, who's playing Katana.
Hi, I'm Jules. I play Katana, which is the Beacon. She doesn't have any superpowers, but she does badass martial arts and fights ninja like all the time. Katana has been having sort of a rough patch relationship-wise because emotions are weird and you don't learn about them in a dojo. But she solved all of those also by deciding not to date anyone ever again. And she's ready to be morally superior again as usual.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we need, is a morally superior Katana. Last but not least, because he's usually first because he's the speedster, we have Will playing ASAP.
Yes, I am ASAP, Legacy Playbook. I am the speedster. I'm kind of less chipper nowadays because someone in a supposedly supposed to be a mock fight grabbed my ring and crushed it, which happens to be part entity Crixum, as was mentioned before. And so he's touch and go whether he's gonna, or it, or she, or whatever is going to survive. So yeah, I'm not too happy about that.
Can't blame you. Can't blame you. So when we broke off, Katana was in the clinic, but headed back towards the Hope Prep training facility where ASAP and Quartz had left. So I think is that not, just remind me, Jules, is that right? Like Katana was...
We ended in the cafeteria after hours where Katana and Kid Ragnarok shared a sandwich.
That is so right. Thank you. Sorry, my brain got stuck in that one scene there. So Kid Ragnarok and Katana had shared a sandwich. ASAP and Quartz were making plans to go to the gate that allows them to traverse worlds and head back to Xinus. And I'm hoping that is a thing that is shared with the rest of the team, because otherwise that's going to be kind of weird, where we have some people going cosmic and doing all the cool stuff and the rest of them fighting ninjas around the school grounds. But I'm sure that you guys we'll just hand wave that there was some conversation. So I'm going to pick up with the first scene I'm going to pick up the first scene with Kid Ragnarok going to the Supermax prison known as the Spike. The Spike is where the worst of the worst villains and supervillains are held, and where his own father, the Technocrat, is currently staying. He had escaped only a month or so ago, but was recaptured after a fight at the high school when he had come to visit his son during the fall festival dance. Kid Ragnarok, did you come alone to visit your father?
I know other players mentioned coming. I think Katana mentions.
Yeah,
That she
Katana would like to come as far as possible, and she's even willing to call the wife of the commissioner to do so. She has some influence with the wife of the commissioner, and if she can use that to get in as deeply as possible, she will use that.
I don't know what Electrocute's plans were with this whole meeting. I know she was wary about meeting Technocrat. So.
Yes. I don't want to go anywhere near. I don't want him to know that I'm here, because I'm pretty sure he would try and stop me from, destroying his wife. So, so I don't want him to know I'm here.
Probably wise. Okay, so Katana, Kid Ragnarok, anyone else coming with you, Kid?
I don't know. Pixie seems to have been a bit distant after the whole thing, so I don't know if she's... Horse and ASAP are just off somewhere. So.
You think Pixie was a little distant after the two of you had a yelling spat? Then the next day she told the team how to act, and you went in the exact opposite of that. You think she's distant?
Well, we actually had a little moment where I thought we kind of got over that, or at least
you did have that moment.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, I think any distance would be to do with the whole Quartz, losing his shit.
Right. Obviously not your fault. Okay. So did you invite her?
I think I kind of mentioned it in passing, not pushing it, but just, making it kind of like, she can come if she wants to.
Is Pixie here in the beginning of this scene then?
Pixie would totally tag along, whether you outright invited her or not. This is something friends need to be here for.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. There you go, kid. See, you had no faith. Okay, so we pick up, and yes, Katana, you did need to pull some strings with Miss Claiborne, the wife of the police commissioner, and she had a chat with her wife and pulled some strings so the three of you could receive passes to the Supermax prison to visit.
Does that erase my influence over her?
Yeah, I think so.
I would say so, right?
Yeah,
It's
I think
a big
so.
favor.
Yeah, it's a pretty big favor. Dana's explanation is, hey, you guys aren't really supposed to do this. Let's jump back in time and we'll do a quick one panel phone conversation. She said, "No, Katan, I trust you. Can I have your word that you guys aren't there to cause any trouble? You're not
Yes.
going to. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. I know. I feel bad at even asking, but the Spike is about the scariest place in Halcyon City.
Yeah, we're not looking forward to it, but it's something we should do together.
Okay. I will set that up, and then we pick up with the three of you. You're currently walking down a hallway with a pair of guards. Step into an elevator, and instead of going up into the Spike, because the Spike is, much like its name, it is a very tall, narrow building that's made of some kind of alien metal, like an nth metal. But you are heading down in the elevator, and the guard, who's got kind of a weird, cheesy mustache, he's a little beefy. He just volunteers the information. Oh, you guys are headed down. You're headed down? This is where the crazies are. He checks a little vid display.
I say,
Technocrat?
don't worry, we're coming back up.
Oh, right. Well, I wouldn't let you little kids get hurt. He stands like 6'4". I wouldn't let you kids get hurt. Don't worry. Technocrat's just a scrawny old man. As long as you don't take any devices. No devices whatsoever. I'm going to have to check all of you. So do any of you have any cell phones or ballpoint pens, switchblades, any electronic devices specifically, but any devices that he's going to find on you?
I kind of look to Katana.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we thought of that, so we'll probably take out my phone and stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be
kind of nod to your back.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, the guard has his hand out thank you very much, and he hands that off to his partner. And then he'll pat you down, and then he comes over to you, Pixie. Do you have any electronic devices, ma'am?
Cell phone.
Okay.
Hand it over.
All right, cool. Anything else?
No.
All right, he pats you down as well, and then he comes to you. Says, kid, I guess. Do you have any electronic devices? Cell phone, I assume.
Yeah, I just hand him it over. Just
Anything else?
No.
All right. Cool. So he pats you down as well, and then the door opens, and there's a few seconds that pass before a second door opens, and you look down a long hallway. It's lit pretty brightly, and you see there are doors on the left and right. There's basically slots where you could open it up and look in, but there's no light that appears to go into or under those doors. But you can hear sounds, the sounds of crying, of hideous laughter, someone just over and over calling for someone to help them. Please come help them. It is disconcerting. It grabs you at the pit of your stomach, that kind of feeling that you might get when you hear a baby's cry, that just discordant. Somebody should do something about that, because it doesn't seem to stop. And the guard takes a couple steps into the hallway and says, "Come on, kids. We have the meeting set up at the end of the hall." Who's the first to step out of the elevator?
I think Rex, he kind of deep breath and then kind of the first very hesitant step out of the elevator.
Okay.
Let's get this over and done with.
Yep.
The guard leads you down the hallway. You pass by several names you see on the outside. That there are names like the Spider, Satin, Cold Snap, and several others. And eventually you reach the one conference room at the end. He opens it up, and it's dim in here, but he hasn't opened the door all the way. He looks back at the three of you and says, We don't have many lights in the room on. Remove the bulbs. Technocrat has found ways to use most any electronic device. He is secured, but we are unable to have any recording devices there. So if you need to get out, all you have to do is beat on this door. I'll respect your privacy. You have 5 minutes. Do you have any questions?
No, we're good. Right, Rags?
I should not.
I won't be able to use a taser if I come in, but I am trained in 2 different martial arts. I will put him down if he is hurting you.
I think we'll be okay. But thank you.
2. Yeah. You hear that, Katana?
Yeah.
2.
I know. I feel very safe.
He gives like this slightly cocky smile, like Aikido and Judo.
Cool.
I think just before going in, I kind of create a light source. Kind of create as kind of just I create a projection of like a sphere, and it kind of creates a kind of pale blue light. It probably adds to the eeriness.
Yeah. It impresses the guard. I mean, he probably receives. I would imagine there's enough bureaucracy here that he's at least aware that you got some kind of latent powers. But yeah, that's something. All right. Good luck, kids. 5 minutes. He opens the door, and you guys step in. The blue light. You see that in here is a single metal table that is securely fastened, bolted into the floor. And other than the blue light that you're casting, there is no light here. And you see, sitting in a single chair that is also affixed, he is handcuffed to the chair, is your father. Son, I see that you've brought me some guests.
Do you say there was a chair set out in front of the table as well? Or was that
Another chair? You'll have to make one.
Okay. I create a chair kind of opposite and sit down. Technocrat.
Ragnar. And Jesse and Malia, correct?
Hi.
Correct.
To what do I owe this honor?
You're the one who wanted to see me.
Well, I wanted to see you, but you brought half your team. Is this not a personal visit?
You want a family visit? You want a hug? Is that what you want?
Yes, son, please.
Should we go and play ball? Should we go
Yes.
outside and play ball?
Let's do that. I wanted to see you because you refused to see your mother. You know, you've hurt her greatly. She's quite disappointed.
She could come back to Halcyon City. She could turn up at Hope Prep.
The last time that happened, it didn't go well, since you refused to come with us. Why is that, son?
You tore the side of the gymnasium off.
And how soon until it was rebuilt? How long did we have before we were attacked? Before your dean nearly killed me.
So that makes it fine. To tear up the city. To attack the school.
Do you know? Do you know what they are planning on doing with certain students of that school?
I know what you've done. And I lived with you for over 10 years. I wasn't blind. How do you get to be this way?
Eventually you will come to understand. Sooner than you might hope. Sooner than I would hope. The attempt, the reason that I treated you the way that I did, son, is to forge you into something stronger. There are dark times ahead.
And that just justifies everything.
Yes. It does.
Having the little ball of light is kind of crackling a little bit. It's like a flicker to it. I'm just holding in. So you just do whatever you like. Ends justify the means. You have some lofty goal. Are you the misunderstood hero?
No, son. You will be. You never listen. Now the understanding will come at great cost. Our entire planet is under threat.
How are you? Who tells you all this stuff?
You never listened. But now you're here to listen. So perhaps I will tell you and you will.
Are you just going to keep talking circles and you just give me a straight answer for once?
Ask your question. What do you want to know?
what happened to Mum. I heard that she wasn't always like she is. I'm trying to pierce the mask.
Nice. Let's see the roll.
Yep. Oh no, it's mundane. Okay, mundane. Yeah.
That looks like a 5.
That does look. I think that might be triple white, but
I think maybe you should
check.
take a condition on it. What condition would you take? Or maybe let me give you the answer, and then you can choose the condition.
Yeah.
Your mother loves you greatly, and it took some time and effort for her to understand how important it was for you to prevail, for your power to grow. There were adjustments that were needed. She did it all for you, my son.
You did this to me, for me.
Yes.
It was an act of love.
The greatest love. Beyond pain, beyond sacrifice. The love to make sure that you could be whole and powerful.
I slam the table, the chair, and him again off its moorings against the wall. Or I try to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Why don't you unleash your powers? Let's see how that goes.
Yeah. So I just send out a force of
like a shockwave.
Yeah, almost like a shockwave of force, just to try and scream it.
Check. That appears to be a fail as well. There. Okay. Cool. Yes. You unleash a shockwave of force. The blowback actually it's there's so much force that shoves him against the wall that it bounces back and actually sends Katana and Pixie to the ground, and only you are left standing. And they're actually like skidded across the floor and slam into the walls on either side. And your father is actually held up, like you're able to hold him up in the ground. You can see his legs look twisted and broken, even still. And he smiles. When the Savitri come for Earth, I know that you will prevail. All of my forces be ready to serve you, son. You will make the right choice when it comes to the right time.
Like push him, pin him against the wall, and walk towards him, kind of hold him there. You want me to be some sort of dictator over Earth? You want me to lead your army?
Why?
You mutilated my body, giving me these powers. And let him go and kind of turn my back on him.
He falls to the ground. Like his legs can't even hold his weight, and he crumples. And he rolls up to his side and looks up at you and says, "Don't you understand? Are you ignoring me even now? Speak to Malia. Ask what she knows about your precious school." Don't disappoint me again, boy.
I gesture towards the door and like make it like a bang.
Cool. Door opens up and the guards rush in quickly, and one of them goes over to secure Technocrat. He doesn't put up a resistance, so he's basically there to hold him, and the guy that you guys talked to before ushers you out and starts walking briskly down the hallway. What do you guys do on the way out?
I think I'm kind of quiet.
I move to grab Rag's hand, but then I can see like his stare into nowhere, and then my hand just sort of drops back.
Pixie just kind of falls in line behind them and kind of glances over her shoulder questioningly at Technocrat, because that was not ominous or anything.
Cool. All right. Well, that was our opening scene. We're going to take a quick couple of minute break, and then we'll come right back. I'll see you guys in just a minute.
Well, he probably has to change the decor.
That was really awesome.
That was so awesome! So awesome!
I guess he has to go change.
Yeah.
Take off the mustache.
Yeah. Well, I got 2 XP. And got to be, I think, angry.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
You think that might be what you're feeling?
Makes sense.
I'd actually marked down my notes for Thorn. Not able to see Rich's face. At first. Like, nope, reason that one.
Now the point is, you could see his face.
That got moved to Rose. Yeah. Oh, man.
Awesome.
Could see his frustration of why not being able to start off with Alex. When it
Yeah.
looked like that.
Yeah, totally. Good thing you're here, Alex.
Yeah.
I did the whole setup for that.
Cool.
Come back, Rich!
I don't think Roll20 likes me.
Aww.
No.
Oh, I know.
I kind of realized in the scene that you never went and asked her electrocute what she would like to know.
Yeah, I kept thinking too, like, do we have a plan? Do we know
Yeah, I was
what
like,
to learn
okay.
from this guy?
What am I going to ask?
Well, I can tell you now what she wanted to know.
We're just
Maybe-
getting for more drama, right?
Yeah. Or maybe you actually even handed it to me, like, had a note of questions that I just, like, in the moment, just
Yeah,
got angry.
that makes total sense.
That
Also,
makes total sense.
I doubt that he would have told you anyway, you know.
Right.
Tell us your origin story.
Exactly. And you did ask the most important question. How did she become who she is? So,
Turns out it's all your fault.
All right. I think I
You
got
being
this
all dangerous.
figured out. I'm trying to get the macro in the quick bar, and I think I figured out how to do it, because reasons.
I wonder if Rich is actually shaving his mustache.
Probably he is.
I
Yeah,
called
he
it.
is. Of course he is.
Jules called it.
I called it.
Yep. I grew that thing
That's
for a
great.
week for that scene.
Just before you came online, Jules was asking me like, I wonder if Rich actually shaved off his mustache.
Best GM ever.
Oh,
All right, cool
He's
beans.
amazing, Rich.
Yeah,
Thanks.
but from now on, we're not going to be like impressed anymore if you just wear a silly hat.
I know.
yeah,
Yeah.
you need
Yeah.
like you need
Raise
overlays and facial
Look,
hair. And
I always save up this facial hair for my LARP cons, but it's going to be hard to do this for like every
No,
week
every
sessions.
NPC now needs to have their own facial hair. That's what I think.
All right, cool. So
You
anyway,
scared us all, Rich.
I was not trying to look like Lowell. I was trying to look like Technocrat. So there we go. I can never
That
be
was
exhausted as
amazing.
Lowell. Alrighty, good. So we are going to pick up with the next scene, which luckily is Quartz and ASAP. So I think Quartz, you're going to need to get in contact. If you remember, there were government agents who were in charge of the gate, and I'm actually looking for their names. Senior Agent Hoffman. This person works at the government installation where your portal is housed. So, how do you reach out to Mr. Hoffman to arrange transport?
I seem to recall I actually got a cell phone from someone. Maybe
Yeah.
from Pixie? I don't know. I actually have a
present
phone
from
now.
Pixie.
I think it was from Pixie, yeah.
Turns out the service has been cut off. I don't even know. No, I'm joking. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so you can pick up the phone and Senior Agent Hoffman.
Hello. I am the one known as Quartz.
Yes, yes. Fyseek, how are you?
Not good. Well, I am okay. It's the one we refer to as Xinus that is in trouble. He must be returned to our home planet as soon as possible.
All right. We haven't. Our side of the portal is in fine working order. We can set up transport for you as soon as you need, sir. Or madam, or genderless being.
It's quite alright. I think transportation can occur quickly. However, we might want to request some reinforcements.
We have a squad that's assigned to this facility. I'm happy to put them at your disposal as an ambassador for your planet.
I have some others in mind.
Nice.
Thank you for the offer, though.
That's awesome. Like, I have some others in mind. That's totally like the end of a panel type comment right there. That's so cool. So, do we want to like jump to you guys all coming into the facility? Do you
Sounds
like that?
good.
Yep.
Good.
I think I'm just going, like, Quartz is just going to shrink down to like a smaller size so that ASAP can carry him.
Kind of both of you. I since we haven't officially told any of the crew, I mean, I don't know if we have to do it on screen, but I would probably go personally to everyone and ask them if they could come with me.
That was my idea. Like,
So you guys with that saying, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, let's do that. So let's jump back real quick to do one beginning of team
meeting.
and then we gotta do team meeting. Yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, let's just say there's a team meeting. Does that sound good? So this will be Quartz and ASAP coming back after the phone call. Kid and just I don't care about the unity of time. Kid, Ragnarok, Pixie, and Katana just now returning from their meeting at the Spike and electrocute you just get kind of roped in. I'm not sure how your mood's going. If you're in a super awesome mood there.
I don't think I've told.
Not, but I'm
I don't
kind
think
of.
I've.
Actually, could I have like a tiny little small scene with ASAP before this happens?
Awesome. So you catch ASAP in the hallway as Quartz is waiting. We'll say that you guys are meeting somewhere in the dorms. Does that sound cool? Like I don't know, like a rec room. Oh yeah, totally. So it's like a break room type dealie. So it's got some old school like coin op arcades and like a little snack machine type deal and a table and a couch and a crappy TV. And you run into ASAP in the hallway and he's not running, so you can catch him.
Can I please talk to you a little bit?
Sure. And is this before we talk to the government courts or after?
Let's say after.
Had that meeting, and we're waiting for the rest to come back to school.
To the government and you're waiting around. Cool. You're early, right? Because you're ASAP.
Okay.
For everybody to show up.
Okay. Go ahead. What's up?
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry for what happened. I didn't mean to hurt her. Like I don't even know what to say.
What?
I hope you don't hate me. Also, I think I really need your help. I think that since your parents caught her once, maybe there is something you can, I don't know, talk to them, ask something, help me. I need to prevent myself from turning into her. Like I can kind of feel like I'm not entirely in charge of what's happening. Like I don't even know I can teleport.
I mean that's why you're here. I mean we all have trouble controlling our powers and stuff at first. I mean it takes time and practice, and you were kind of thrown into this very unexpectedly. But
yeah,
I'm not mad at you. I mean I get that.
Okay, thank you.
You're not trying to do it, and she's gonna get better.
Oh, I'm so relieved. One more thing. If all else fails, I don't know. I'm telling you because you're smart and maybe you know if it's going to work or not. But I'm thinking then, what if I terminate myself? Then she will not be able to be if I die. I can't let that happen. She's done so many bad things.
But
that'll be the last resort. I'm not happy about the prospect. I really am not. But I mean,
I get that you want to stop her or becoming her at all costs, and I get that. Believe me. But part of what makes us a hero is even the bad stuff that happens to us. I mean, I wouldn't be ASAP if that didn't happen. I would have never met Kid if I probably wouldn't even be in the school right now. I mean, we'll find a way. Okay, we'll find a way.
I didn't even think about that. I mean, that would be horrible. Like he wouldn't actually even exist.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, that's time stuff can get. I won't even get into that. But let's find a different way. Okay.
Okay. I don't entirely. Well, actually, to be honest with you, I really don't understand any of this. Like, I don't understand. Like, am I changing the future just by being here? I have no clue. This is all so weird.
Possibly.
Okay.
So I think that ASAP tried to comfort or support electrocute. So I'm going to insert a little mechanics into that excellent role play.
All right. So we're going with the roll for mundane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 6.
That's a 6. Oh man. So
that angry. I probably should have worked that in angry condition.
Oh, that's true. That's okay. All right. So that is the miss. You gain a potential, and as the two of you are talking and electrocute, you're listening to him, it makes sense, right? The bit about
Yes.
Kid Ragnarok.
Yeah, that was probably the point where she was like, "Oh crap, no, don't do that."
And as the two of you are talking, there's a woman. You've seen her, but you've never talked to her. She's the RA for this floor. Her name is Armature. The way she was described to you, she did kind of kept to herself most of the time. And she
Was
comes.
she the one who was sneak listening to our first team meeting?
Why, yes, she was.
Ha!
She comes walking down the hall and looks at the two of you. She's about your height. She has a cybernetic leg. Both of her legs and one of her arms are cybernetic. Oh, can you grab that pic, Alex? I think I saved a copy, but it saved me a sec if you could grab that pic of her real quick. She looks at the pair of you and says, "What's going on? Everything all right?"
Yes, we were just talking. I mean, I'm new here and there's a lot of homework and he's very smart. You have to know that, right? So he's helping me out.
He is. Yeah. So you joined their team, right? Silver Saviors.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw what you were doing. Those powers are interesting. Really interesting. I knew that you had some electricity powers, but I thought I saw some kind of movement-based power. What was that?
I just ran really fast. I panicked.
We should test that. That could
You
be
think
really
so?
useful. So you just ran really fast. You actually left the spectrum. Like, I was reviewing the fight.
You were?
And it was as if you disappeared. Like, there was no connectivity. You were in one spot and you were in another. Now, we would call that teleportation.
Wow.
You're saying you ran there.
Well, to be honest with you, it's a little blurry what happened.
Armature, it's not really the time right now. Can we have a moment, please?
Sure. Oh, and I actually had the cybernetics wrong. Thank you for grabbing the pic. She actually has both of her arms have been replaced and then her left leg. So there's a picture of Armature. Thank you very much, Alex. There we go. She looks at you for a moment and says, "Sure, Jesse, no problem. Sorry to butt in. Just found it interesting. You being new. Cat. Yeah." And she heads into the break room.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even think about it that everybody saw that.
Yeah, it's gonna get harder and harder probably. You hiding that the longer you're here, to be honest.
That's true. I need to try and be very careful and not do anything she would do.
Sweet.
Okay.
And I think maybe Quartz heads in, and Kid Ragnarok and Pixie and Katana, you guys can all arrive at this point. Is that cool?
Hmm?
Hey guys.
All right.
I kind of glance towards Electrocute, but then kind of frown and look away.
I do turn to Pixie and say, a lot has changed since the last time we visited my planet. It does mean a lot to me if you could that you were joining us.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's what I'm here for, right? As she plops down in literally the farthest place in the room she can get from him.
Oh,
Ouch.
So what's going on?
I don't know. I know a lot of y'all don't know this, but my powers kind of originate from something that it's passed down from my family, a ring And he has the ring still on, but it's missing the gem now. It's almost like it's fallen out. It's not there anymore. During the fight, Pristine, or who was pretending to be Pristine, damaged it. Might have killed him.
Killed?
It's
not that
and
yet.
he would hold, yeah, he would hold out his hand. You would see, I guess, whatever Crixum looks like in this case, just a small energy ball or small pieces of crystal, I guess. He comes from the same world as Quartz.
So he's
And
alive.
But he's really hurt
Somebody
bad.
almost killed him.
The Savitri, I believe.
Yes, the Savitri. And Crixum must be returned to the collective as soon as possible if we want to have any chance of saving him.
So we
I'm
We are wasting time here. I would like to.
Let's
make
go.
it.
I'd like all of you to be there. I think both me and Quartz would.
Indeed.
Is that the only thing we have to do there? Is it war there now? What are we walking into?
Chances are that there might already be CV3 incursions on the planet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
I don't know. I
go.
just know Crixum is dying, I guess.
Yeah, let's go. We have to do this, obviously. I mean, I'm sorry you have to be devastated.
Yeah.
We're doing this, right, guys?
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this is a shitty day.
Yeah. It has.
That's like the best. That's the best. The best description.
Like because there's not been any response yet from Pixie, Quartz is going like, we're not going to force any of you to come. This is like, again a travel to another planet. Most of you have been there before, but it's not without risk.
I think Pixie was probably like playing with something on her finger, and she looks up and realizes Quartz is looking at her, and she's like, "Oh no, yeah, anything you need, ASAP."
Oh. I think, is that a provoke? Maybe?
Oh, she wasn't deliberately trying to provoke him.
So you're not trying to get him
No.
to do anything?
No.
Okay. All right.
So, you guys, I should probably get my gear together before we go. Electrocute, can you help me? And maybe ASAP and Rags, could you also help me get my gear back together? It's a lot. It's very heavy.
There's like a sword in a
Yeah, it's like a
sash or
sword,
something.
and yeah, it's a lot. I like to be prepared.
Okay.
ASAP.
Should I prepare as well?
Yes.
Just being completely, oblivious.
Yeah,
No,
Quartz is totally not picking up on this, I would imagine. But Pixie, you know. This
Katana
is
will
like,
literally usher everyone out of the door.
Yeah, I'm still kind of slightly protesting as I get dragged away. Like, but it's like one sword.
You shut up.
it is a whip sword made of like crazy metal. Okay, cool. Well, they just leave you guys alone. Now, Quartz, are you feeling insecure?
Absolutely.
Self-
He's been around Earth and especially around Pixie long enough that he knows something is very, very wrong. He just doesn't know what.
He's got
He's
that,
like, What's
Pixie's
going
jumping
on?
back up and like she's going to follow them out the door.
Oh!
She's going to try to. I mean, obviously, Quartz can totally stop her.
I don't think he does. He's not like at the moment. He's not sure what's going on. So he's like, what?
Oh no.
Oh wow.
It was a good try, though, Katana.
Here, Quartz does like verbalize to try to stop you, but
There's just there's like some there's just not even words. There's just sounds. Some of them are not even like human utterances. It's just.
Oh, that's so sad.
Okay,
Can
this
I have a moment to kind of like look back and like, and then.
You want to pierce a mask, maybe?
Yeah.
Yes, you may pierce the mask to see the person beneath.
Yeah, I think I've got a -2 on this.
The worst.
I might be able to help you.
That's the stupid little windows, and there we go.
So we're using Roll20. Anybody that's looking for dice stream appearing, that's not. We're testing out Roll20. We'll do the full move next game session.
Oh, wait a second. That roll is because I added the modifier, forgetting that it already automatically adds it. So actually, it's a 3.
Not
So
helping.
it's all fine.
No.
That's 3 times better than a 1. It must be good. 3 times better.
I love that the Roll20 thing. If you roll a modified 1, it says, "Oh dear."
There's no way I can get it. Like you roll a 3, I can't get it up to a 6, 7. I mean, so.
Sweet. So Kid Ragnar, you look back.
And I was kind of focusing on Pixie.
Right, you were focusing on Pixie, and just trying to read the mask there.
Yeah.
And I have an idea, but I'm trying to make sure it makes any kind of sense.
Tell me what I do or what I think, and I will think it or do it.
Yeah. Let me glance real quick. I just want to make sure that I'm following the moves. Yeah, there's someone waiting for you in the hallway. It's Armature.
Yeah, I'm like just about
Ragnar,
like
you have a minute?
going on in that room. Oh, hey, Armature. Hey.
I need to speak with you, please. If you have a minute.
Yeah. Sure.
And she'll start walking towards her room, expecting you to follow. What do you do?
I guess I follow.
Cool. She opens up
Do
the
we
door.
have this scene after?
After theirs? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll cut from that. So does Pixie go on, or does she stick around? Sounds like she leaves, right? He's not
Well,
stopping.
yeah. I mean, but like if he starts like making weird stuttery noises, like I think she'd kind of pause and glance back at him, just because like normally when people make stuttery noises, they're like choking or something, right? So she's because
You can't breathe. You're okay. Well, you've got Pixie's attention. What do you do, Quartz?
There's a few more stutters, and then there's. Did I do something wrong?
And she's got her hand on the. I totally picture she's got her hand on the door frame, and she kind of gives it a little bit of a squeeze, and her nails kind of bite into it because she's got human strength. And she's like, I think I need some space.
Yeah, I think Quartz is not even like he's not even understanding what she means by that. He's just getting a vague sense of like, I guess I should stay away.
Would-
Then he's probably even verbalizing that, like, does that mean I should stay away from you?
Quartz, you almost killed somebody. You know that, right?
Someone almost killed Crixon. Someone who was in league with the race that's attacking my planet, or will be attacking my planet, or is already. I do not know.
So you just lash back in kind? I thought you were better than that.
I felt his pain. I felt it. What was done to him. I guess she wouldn't understand.
No. I guess not. Walking away.
Wow, like I almost want to ask you to take a powerful blow right there. Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Take a powerful blow. I think that's about as powerful as a blow is going to happen today.
Who? Which one? Either of us?
Both of us?
Do both of you take a powerful blow? Like is
I don't know. That was hurtful.
yeah.
I'm
Yes.
assuming Pixie
Yes,
was
it
expecting
was.
him to say something and make it all, make sense or all right, and instead he just went wham. So
Yeah.
both of you.
I think you're both taking a powerful blow. Let's see how that goes. So you roll plus
Oh,
conditions. Wow. Holy crap.
Oh, there's my one really good roll for the session.
Yep, good choice. You don't get potential for that.
Word.
All right.
Maybe.
On a 10 plus. Oh, this actually is
Okay.
appropriate for Pixie. On a 10
Oh,
plus, you must
okay.
remove yourself from the situation, or you lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or 2 options from the 7 to 9 list.
Oh, she's definitely running.
All right, awesome. And then on a 7 to 9, which is what Quartz got, you lash out verbally or provoke a teammate to foolhardy action. You give ground, your opposition gains an opportunity, you struggle past the pain, and you mark 2 conditions. Holy, do you have any conditions left?
Yeah, I mark 2, I guess, but I mean, angry and guilty, I guess, because she just gave me a guilt trip.
Wow. Ouch.
Which means I have afraid and hopeless left. Yay! Hey guys, let's go to war with completely no stats.
Hey, Quartz, just so you know, you're not a Nova. You're still not a Nova.
No!
The power couple has been broken, people. Dang. Harshly. That was pretty awesome. So, Pixie, when you run away, just so we know, we're going to cut back to Kid Ragnarok. And actually, I got some ASAP stuff we got to do, too. Very important ASAP stuff. Where do you run towards, Pixie?
I think she's going to go lock herself in her room and cry into the pillow for the few minutes she has before we have to go.
Nice. Nice. I have a scene there. Because, you have roomie. All right, so Katana and ASAP and Electrocute, the 3 of you go to get your gear, Katana. Is there any conversation that takes place there?
I think we're just like 2 hallways away waiting for them, and I'm and then ASAP and me are explaining their relationship to. Well, I guess that's more of a girl thing. Katana's explaining the relationship to Electrocute, like you're really good together, but he doesn't get stuff. So, and she used to be like this high school social girl where she knew like all the politics and etiquette and intricacies. I don't know how high school works, and like she has to explain stuff to him all the time, but they always work it out. They're really good together.
Okay, so there's something up. Okay, now I get why you wanted all of us to help with your gear.
He probably said a weird thing, and then she took it a weird way, and it's not. I guess like what do you call that? Interspecies.
Yeah.
Romance is pretty hard,
Well,
and normal romance is already super hard. So
I know. That's why I stay away from those things.
good
I have
idea.
enough on my plate.
Exactly. We're just both looking at ASAP, who's sort of being quiet throughout this entire conversation.
Oh, that's why we were leaving. I thought you had a lot of gear. Okay.
Well, I thought so too, and I was actually getting to be kind of curious about like how many things does she need with her.
You guys are so lovably clueless.
Yeah, I
But
try.
you are right. If something's wrong, we got to get them. We got to make a pact to get them back together.
Oh, I'm sure they're just working it out right now.
How long have they been together?
Since the fall dance.
Yeah.
When was that?
So
A long time ago?
It's like January now, right? A couple months.
It's 2 months or something?
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
ages in high school terms, right? So.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's.
it is.
I mean, it's obvious they're destined to be together.
Exactly.
I
We
think
have
that's
to
the
help
point
them.
when, like, who peeks around the corner to see Pixie walk out, and then Quartz float out all disappointed and dejected? Who's the one who looks around the corner to see that?
I don't know.
Is ASAP? Is he keeping
Yeah,
watch?
that's ASAP.
Keep an eye. Okay.
Yeah, you get a front row view of that. That kind of answers that question. So now we'll cut back to the door to Armature's room opening up, and when you look into this room, Kid Ragnarok, like there are 2 work tables with all kinds of mechanical devices. She's got bags full of tools and electric meters and gauges and all kinds of stuff. A few computers that are all broken down, like none of them have a case, right? And there's just this low hum here, and there's no actual light above. There's just an ambient light from the various computers and other setup. You do not see a bed in her room. And she closes the door behind you.
Cozy.
You went to see your father. How did that go?
Well as could be expected.
Did he do anything to you?
Talk.
What did he tell you, if I may ask?
Kind of personal.
Is that a no?
If that's the way you want to take it, yeah.
Listen, your dad's bad news, and you're on my floor, so you're kind of my responsibility. What's going on? You can talk to me.
Well, I'm good.
You sure? Last time we talked to your dad, we had to repair the gym.
Yeah, well, he's now locked up in Spike. Look, I kind of have a thing.
What's your thing?
You know, teenage stuff.
Well, you just met with your team after a big...
They're all teenagers.
Right.
She's acting all weird, and even though I've got horrible modifiers currently, and I'm not the best at it anyway.
You ready to level up? Let's see you pierce
Yeah.
the mask. I almost thought you were going to provoke her for a second there, but you seemed more on the defensive than actually trying to provoke. So let's see what you're doing here. Do you want to pierce the mask, or did you want to?
God help me, I'm piercing the mask.
Looking up more moves I can use. Do.
Yay, another miss.
What a surprise. You know, if you guys hadn't fought Katana on all of these, she tried to up your mundanes, and you guys fought her on it. Now we see who was
I could
smart.
totally be having a flat roll at this moment. I could have got like 6.
Yeah, I think... Listen, I know that you're going to Quartz's homeworld.
How do you know? Oh.
I'm the RA.
We have not told. What? Look, I really should be going.
Right. Be careful. Here. And she hands you what looks like it actually looks a little bit like an egg timer. Like, you know, you can kind of twist it and it's got a bunch of tick marks, but there are no numbers on it. And on the back half is a magnet. She goes, here, take this.
I kind of like take it just by instinctually and just like, look, what?
That should allow you to take over a major device. You'll have to key in with your psychic powers to actually make it work, but I'm pretty sure it'll work. Good luck. You can go.
So, I'm going to back away, kind of just like pocket the thing and kind of forget about it for the moment, because I'm just weirded out by her how she's acting and leave.
Yeah, as soon as she says you can go, she turns and pulls down a couple tools and starts getting back to work, and the door pops open and you can head back. So we'll cut back to Pixie. Probably be our last scene before we jump ahead to you guys going to the government facility. So Pixie, you're crying your eyes out, and the door opens up, and it's Laura. And she looks in and closes the door immediately and comes over. What happened?
Quartz and I just broke up. Except it's all soggy through the pillow.
Yeah, no, yeah. What? What did he do?
I thought he was gonna I thought he was gonna kill somebody, and then he didn't. And now he says just wouldn't understand why he was so upset, and he tried to kill somebody.
Right. The Savitri, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy probably killed Pristine, who I wasn't the biggest fan of, but he was a teamie, and he didn't, though, right?
No. But I thought he was going to.
Okay.
And then when we talked about it, he said, I just wouldn't understand. Me.
Oh, is Pixie human, or is she actually kind of shifted into?
I actually think it's gone back to Tree Pixie.
All right, awesome. Yeah, so the bed's kind of depressed a little bit because I think you gain like a little bit of mass when. Well, that's not cool. He should have trusted you with what's going on.
And she kind of sits up and sniffles and like wipes at her eyes, and which looks really weird because it's wood now, so like it's not as
Laura sits on the bed. She like pulls you into a hug because she's gone into friend mode, right? So like you broke up with him because he didn't trust you with his emotions, or what?
I don't really know. It just kind of happened. But how can I trust him if he's going to walk around trying to kill people? So maybe it's for the best, but I don't want it to happen.
Well, at least he's not like Kid Ragnarok. So you got that, but still that hurts.
And now we have to go try to save a ring or something. I don't know. I wasn't really listening.
Seriously? You gotta
Yes.
go save a ring? Like some kind of Lord of Rings shit? Like,
I don't know.
weird. They're not making, like, int jokes at you, are they? Because I
No.
will totally kick
No.
their ass. Okay. I'm sorry. You know, I mean, it sucks, and we can't find Pristine, and it's just like the shittiest fight ever.
God, I hate this. Isn't this supposed to be easy? Aren't they supposed to be trying to keep us safe?
Well, high school's never been about keeping people safe.
Then why even go through the motions of this?
I don't even know.
And she gives her a really big hug, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I gotta go."
Okay. Good luck with your ring thing.
Thanks. I'll let you know if I need anything.
She'll get up off of your bed and then go about her own stuff. So cool. So do we jump ahead here? Do you guys need a quick break? I'm just checking in on time.
I'm
Yana,
good.
anybody need a bio break, Yana?
Maybe, but I got one when you were shaving off your mustache, so I'm fine for a little bit now.
Cool.
I'm gonna eat something though, so I'm gonna turn the video.
Let's take a
off.
couple minutes. Not a super long one. We'll just take a couple minute break. We'll pick up with you guys arriving at the government facility to go through the portal to go to Xinus. See you guys in a couple
Space.
minutes.
Okay.
All right, we are back. I'm no longer wearing the mud run because I didn't like the tassel bits hanging down, so I'm wearing my Twins hat. I should wear my Yankees hat because they're freaking amazing right now. They've scored over 20 runs in the last 2 games, mostly because of their final decision to move to youth. One of their guys, I know no one cares. I'm just gonna say this out loud. I never get to talk sports with anybody because I'm a geek. They brought up a guy. In the first 23 games, he's hit 11 home runs. That's a record. No one has ever hit 11 home runs in the first 23 pro games they've ever played. He's freaking amazing. His name's Gary Sanchez. He's scary. Gary's scary. It's great. It's amazing. All right. That's enough of that. All right.
Yankees are baseball, right?
Yes, exactly.
Go Yankees.
Yeah, sometimes they're featured on, comic books and stuff, so that's probably how you guys, heard of them. That was the best response ever. Okay. We pick up with, how did you guys arrive at the government facility? Let's say that it's evening, right? Because you guys had your training right after class and you've done a bunch of stuff. Maybe do it the next day, right? I like next day. I like next day. Cool. So it'll be, you got excused from class because of ambassadorial duties for Quartz.
We have a note.
You have a note. You do indeed.
Yeah, because we need notes to cut class. Amateurs.
Ricochet, it requires notes because she's all about that stuff.
I didn't get a note.
You're a rebel.
Yes.
You wrote the notes. You're an ambassador. Okay. Just gaming the system a little bit. Are you guys all traveling together, and is there any conversation?
Nope.
Nope.
No, it's quick.
Quartz is not traveling with anyone at the moment, I think.
Our team leader says we all have to be quiet.
Yeah, it's all silent, passive aggressiveness.
Yes.
So are we still all squeezed in the same car, and it's just all these panels of people looking at each other and not talking? Like, is Rags looking at Electrocute and not saying anything? And Pixie
I
and
imagine
Quartz?
in my image is Rags on his bike beside whatever vehicle, staring point blankly direct straight ahead, with Electrocute looking at it, glancing at him like.
Yeah, I was just.
Why is he not?
I'm probably trying to, seek eye contact, and he's doing his very best to completely ignore me.
Nice. We have not rolled our legacy moves, so we need to do that now. Oh, ASAP running alongside? That's perfect. I love that.
Going slow, but.
Yeah.
You're still texting with Idle, with Hannah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do your move. Whenever time passes, we're in a new session. Roll plus Savior to see how the members of your legacy feel or react to your most recent exploits. Before rolling, ask the other players to answer the questions. What were your answers from last session?
I had a yes, no, and a yes to yes to upholding traditions in the legacy, no to maintain the image, and yes to I made other members proud.
Okay, so you minus 1 to your Savior.
Yes. Savior minus 1. 8.
Yay! Okay, on a 7 to 9, another is upset with your most recent actions and will make their displeasure known. Oh, I'm so happy that that's what you've rolled.
Mm-hmm.
And we pan in as you guys pull up to the. So I'm thinking that it's like I'm totally biting into that Men in Black / good G versus E, if you guys ever saw that show. So it's some kind of facility, but it's very nondescript looking. It's like I guess it's like Halcyon Energy and Power, the HEP building, is where because you're going to advertise this is where the aliens come through. No, yeah, Cheyenne Mountain, Black Mountain, all that good stuff. Area 55, something like that. And yeah, I totally want to do the thing of the giant fan and the one guy sitting in front of it. I love that moment, and it's like one of my favorite bits of Men in Black. But we're not. So yes, it's Halcyon Energy and Power (HEP), and you head into the front office. And they actually can function as electric and power, but there's a side door, and you guys walk through that. Down a long hallway, we have the kind of click-clack of the concrete, and your footfalls along it. It's quiet. No one's talking to each other. Quartz is hovering alongside, and then you reach a door, open that up, and that opens into a huge kind of Stargate-like facility where the portal is, and you've got a bunch of people. It's one of those weird juxtapositions of really nondescript hallway, gigantic mechanical device that is the portal, and people almost like in a control room for NASA or something are all watching and checking everything. And there's Senior Agent Hoffman, who greets you, Quartz. And he says, Quartz, I see this is your backup that you brought?
Indeed.
A new Silver Saviors. That's excellent.
Most of them have traveled before.
Yes, I recognize all of them except for this young lady with the pink hair. That's a very daring punk look.
She would be electrocuted.
Electrocute. That's amusing. I'm sure it will sell well. Good choice.
Thank you. I do like the pink in my hair.
Good. I've been reading up on some Xinus, sir, so doing the best I can to learn your culture. I just want to say fleeble flobwhoop to all of you guys as you go. And then the portal opens. As you guys... I think we'll have you get the ramp walking up to the portal, and then it opens up, right? And we have that starry background that you can step through onto your homeworld. So it's set. The portal's actually it's not set near one of the major areas where the crystalline structures congregate, and they don't open it other than periodically to just make sure that the connection is still secure. So Quartz, what happens with as far as this portal and your team? Who's the team leader, by the way?
Oh, Katana will actually poke Quartz and do go Quartz, if we go through there and something happens, we'll follow your lead, right?
The last time I gave leads, it did not end well.
Well, this is your world. You know things best, so if necessary, it will go better this time.
As you wish.
Man, rough stuff. So I guess Quartz has been nominated as team leader, and nobody else is stepping up to take it, huh?
Go team.
In the West.
We're going to go through the portal.
All right. Now, I mean, Katana, were you trying to comfort or support here? It seems like it.
Yeah, but she's also feeling the pressure and
suppose.
subdued, so she's definitely also not at her team best.
But rolls.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's true. I need
We have
XP.
a game.
I need XP, damn it. Okay.
Listen, it's not American Freeform, guys. We got mechanics. We need to roll dice here. It's a real RPG, okay?
I will comfort the hell out of this shit. Wait, comfort is not on my sheet. I don't know how to do this now. That's mundane, right? It's mundane. Of course it's mundane.
Yeah, you're the best at comforting. That's why I threw it out there.
Why is it not comforting? I pressed the button.
That's weird. It should.
It's not doing
Do you want
anything.
me to click it for you?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, when you click, did you get a pop-up that says situational bonus or penalty?
No.
You should.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yes.
Yeah, and then hit submit then, and it should go. There you go.
Yes. I
There
popped
we
up my
go.
joke machine.
All right.
I can do this.
Thank you, Matt, for your tutelage for me, or tutoring me and how to buttons for the things, because I was able to help somebody. Yay! Okay, on hit they hear you. They mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels if they open up to you.
You can clear a condition,
That'd be awesome.
but you have to open up to me.
I think I was already,
Yeah, you already.
I was already going like, well, last time I didn't do so well. Um, yeah, I guess with her having faith in me being a team leader, I'll clear insecure,
All right.
and
That makes
I'll
sense.
go like, very well. If you think that's.
You're the
It's a
ambassador.
great way to accept that support. Very well, if you think so.
Yes.
Thanks for noticing me. Okay, Eeyore. Lead him on through the portal. Sweets, you step through, and you feel that comfort quartz as the particular gravity levels, the sensations, the vibrations here. But there's something else, quartz, that you didn't expect. There's a harmonic. There's a certain kind of harmonic from all of the crystalline structures, right? The communication, that kind of almost hive mind. There's a sound that permeates your planet. All Xinus, you feel it. It's not something that the rest of your team would be aware of, but it seems absent, vacant. What do you do?
I immediately tried to reach out telepathically to my what did I call it again?
Your people, the people of Xinus?
Yes, my collective. That was it.
Oh, right, yeah, the collective. Sweet. Now there was also something else you needed to do when you stepped on the other side, right?
Well, as soon as I am in I belong in two worlds, and it says that whenever I'm in contact with my people, which I guess I'm trying to be now, I need to roll superior.
Sweet. So here's the thing: when you reach out with that, there's a feeble response of Crixin, but there is not the resounding chorus that you would expect, that you would hope for, that you were used to. It's gone.
Yeah, in that case, I'm just saying there's no one there, something's wrong, and I just rush off.
Nice. So Electrocute, this is the first time you've stepped into another planet. You're able to breathe here. Everybody else walked through. No one put on any like crazy air bubble helmets or anything like that. The air is different. It feels almost chalky on your tongue and in your nasal passages, but it is breathable. And when you look up, it's as if you were, kind of on the moon. There are almost no structures here. There are no actual, man-made structures. It is like a beautiful alien landscape, and you can see planets up in the sky that you've never seen before. What do we see when Electrocute recognizes this in that brief moment before Burley Quartz rushing off?
Watching there, this is so great. Guys, are you watching this? It's so awesome. Please look at there. Like, why aren't you so excited about this? Where's Quartz?
Nice. So ASAP, you see Quartz take off. Pixie, you do too. Katana, you were slightly distracted by Electrocute's reaction, I would think. Being a beacon is kind of exciting, right? You get wrapped up in excitement, don't you, Katana?
Oh yeah, but I'll never show it to anyone ever.
I think you need to change playbooks then. Joking. You need to be more excited. I need more excite. Okay, anyway. ASAP, I think you'd be the first to react to see Quartz rush off quickly, since this was the place where you were going to get your ring fixed. It's not a good sign.
I think I start to rush off and see the team. I don't know if they start to follow. If they don't, I wait a second and then probably, rush off to follow him. So isn't it? I'll make sure he's okay. And and catch up.
Nice. Now, has he continued his humanoid appearance, or did he drop into the normal crystal?
He's going to go back into his it's sort of like in his normal environment. He just relaxes in a sense to like the idea of having to take up human appearance quickly drops when he's not in a human atmosphere.
Nice. Cool. So we'll just kind of do a quick screen wipe with you guys arriving where the collective normally houses themselves, or where they congregate, and it is completely barren. There are no members of your species here, Quartz. None of their presence can be felt. The communication, the hive mind, that psychic link that you have shared, it is gone, severed. What do you do?
I don't think he does anything. He just sits there. He's in shock.
Yeah, you guys arrived to see the form of Quartz. No movement whatsoever, just hovering.
Quartz, where? If they're not here, where could they be? Would they go to ground? Go somewhere to hide?
The situation is unprecedented.
We can't be too late. I mean, we can't. I mean, they still got to be here. I'll look around, and I dart off.
Sweet. I think that by darting off, you might be assessing the situation. ASAP. So let's
Sure.
have you do that.
So that is plus.
The options are a little weird for this one. Oh, that's right. That's one thing we're going to have to do is probably create within the Roll20 quick access to the basic moves. I'll be honest, having 6 different character sheets within Roll20 versus the one Google spreadsheet, I'm like, kind of miss the Google spreadsheet a little bit just because I could glance so fast.
Ooh, yeah, 6.
Oh, goodness.
I get potential.
The good news is you mark potential. Go ahead and ask one of your questions, but expect the worst.
Wow. What here is in the greatest danger?
What is in the greatest danger is, without a doubt, Crixum. If the collective is not here, they provide that connection that would allow him to restore. If you can't find them, if they are gone, he is gone. And they are not here. They are not on this planet from what you can tell.
I would like to... Is Crixum still aware that I could... The only reason, because my words have passed, I can seek guidance from one of my elders or member of my legacy, tell them the problem I face, and ask them a question.
You certainly can do that.
I would like to ask him if he knows, if they're not here, if his people aren't here, where they would go.
Jesse. If they are not here, then they would not have left. This is our home. The people of Xinus would fight. But I do not sense death. I do not feel the embers of their lives extinguished. There were no plans to go underground. They are just gone. Reach out for your mother. She's in the quadrant. Perhaps she knows.
My mother's here?
Out of character, yes. There were a couple of love letters in a row that your mother had left planet, and she joined a new team, and they were
True, right.
So sorry, I just out of character.
That's right.
Answer that. That's perfectly fine if Jesse didn't quite remember it, but I want to make sure that you filtering through that was Jesse actually versus me not having.
That was totally Jesse that didn't remember that.
Cool beans. Yeah. Crixon doesn't answer you. He knows you know. There you go.
Okay.
He takes it as you're just stunned. He's far too tired to berate you.
Right. I run back to the group. I think I run and then slide to my knees as I come to a stop and I'm panting because I've been running trying to cover the largest area possible, and so I'm out of breath and just. Crixum says they're not dead, but they're not here either, and he says they wouldn't run, but my mom's here somewhere. I remember saying something about joining some team off planet, but I didn't. I guess it's here.
Off planet?
Your mother wouldn't be able to heal Crixon.
I know. We gotta find your people, but
What does Crixon need
they're
exactly?
not here.
What does he need?
I think he needs to rejoin the collective.
With the collective.
Yeah.
And if there's no one else here, then I can try.
Can you do that, Quartz?
I can try.
But wait,
It will cost me.
what's a collective?
It's hard to explain. It's what you call a community, and at the same time a single entity.
So, like a team?
I suppose, yes.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
I don't want you to hurt yourself, Quartz. Even to save Crixum.
Can
Are
we
you
be a
sure?
collective? What if Quartz is enough to do it alone?
I'm willing to sacrifice some of my own essence so that Crixum may live. If the collective is not here, then I think that's the only way. But I wouldn't. But Katana suggests I would not ask it of you.
You don't have to ask it. I think all of us would be willing to give a little, wouldn't we?
Yes.
Oh, you're talking to me.
What
I think ASAP's like looking at everyone.
Yes. Yeah.
Quartz, what
Sure.
does it mean that you would lose some of your essence? What does it mean? How would it affect you?
It would reduce my span, my individual life, so to speak.
And if we help you, will you still lose it?
I don't know. This is unprecedented.
Do we have time to try to find your mother, ASAP?
I mean, I don't know. I guess
I mean,
I don't even know how to get a hold of her, really. Or out of character. Do I have a space radio?
I don't know. Is that a thing that? I mean, I talked about she sent a present your way, but I think that was not a space radio. So,
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
I made it into some silly 3D thing. Yeah.
I mean, we could try going to her.
yeah, if she knows where everybody else is. But
You
do
know
we
what?
have time?
I will grab that little device, set it in front of me so it's shining on me, so it's looking at me, and so it projects my image into the sky.
That sounds fantastic. How do we do? I definitely want Dice to decide this because it's awesome. It's a little twisty, but I'm going to go with Unleash Your Powers. Because it's a little bit of a freaky thing you're trying to do.
Sure.
So let's go with that.
Has my freaks really been brought down low?
If only it were plus mundane or something. I don't know.
Right, yeah. Oh! Nope, that's a 4.
This is your good potential.
Yeah,
I want to help you, but it's not enough.
right.
By the way, since we're pretending that we can't use Dice Stream, we'll need to come up with a way to track team pool. Unless...
Right, someone recruited me. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, you need 3 team pool. That's rough. Okay, hold on just a second here. There was a team move.
Yeah, we need to calculate how much we actually have.
Yeah. Don't forget that Kid Ragnarok, when he helps someone out, he can help. If he does it selfish, like he can definitely get boosts there.
It's not selfish, it's just in a destructive manner.
Oh.
I think the correct... what is it?
Do you destroy the gift?
I think so.
Through destructive, criminal, or rule-breaking action.
I think destructive. If you're willing to, this is a one-shot deal, then
But
you
he's
can give
got
a
4.
+2. Yeah, huh? He rolled a 4.
Yeah, so we'd only get up to a 6.
Right, we'd only get to a 6. Now, can more than one person help? I'm pretty sure more than one... Help me out, Andrea. Could more than one person help with one move?
I'm looking at the team pool here.
Yeah,
That's where we want to look under.
I am looking under team mechanics as well. You added team to the pool already.
That's anyone can. It doesn't say there's a limit.
Right.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
pretty powerful.
It is. It's a great thing about a team.
Shit, we should have been doing that all along. I guess we were
Yeah.
never really. I guess we were never really a team before, but we are now.
We are a collective.
But the only way that you guys can get +3 out of 2, because all you have is 2, because Quartz does not have influence over everyone, Pixie. Everyone has the same purpose in the fight. I don't think you guys ever get the extra pool for that one, I don't think.
Okay, so yeah, you want a little bit of a help.
Don't we have the same purpose in this fight at least?
Well, I mean, if you do, that's fantastic. Do you?
I think so.
Okay.
I think everyone is on board to trying to save Grixum, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Is your team ill prepared or off balance?
Absolutely.
Oh
think
yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to be nice there.
Leaders,
but you're
man.
wrong.
We are not prepared.
So you're back down to 2 then. So the only way you can get +3 out of 2 team pool is if one person helps and Kid Ragnarok destroys his cool device, right?
Yeah.
Is that what happens? So who's the other person who helps?
Well, I think somebody else tries to help first, and it's like not quite. I don't know how they try and help first, but
he's projecting something, right? So I
Yes.
think I might use my body as a lens to focus that.
Oh, that's cool. I love it.
Cool.
That is sweet. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. And then Kid Ragnarok, how do you help?
I'm kind of like, I kind of look at the projection. It is kind of like, that's feeble. And I just shove Quartz aside, grab the thing, and like smash it down, and like send out like a blast of projection thing, and just create as big as a projection as I can. You know, it's not very solid, but it's huge. Of
That's
exactly
awesome,
what
man.
Quartz.
Oh, cool. We have like a couple of weird, neat panels of different planets and different aliens, and they kind of look across and they see the smiling ASAP image. You know, it just kind of writes almost like the bat signal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Cast across. And then around the third panel, that's when we see this weird kind of biological ship, and there on the bridge, of course, is Asaf's mother, and she sees her son. She's like, "What?" And there's a couple of other figures that are on board, and they look back at her because they know that's her son. Yeah, so you do that, and then Ragnarok pushes the device, and you see it just the power shines as bright as a small sun. It's enough to blind people, and then it starts to smoke a little bit, and it's slagged.
I don't think it's supposed to do that. I hope she saw if she's around.
Well, I mean, as long as they were looking in the right direction, everything should be good.
Well, it kind of looked like
Well, by a
wherever
window.
they were looking at, like, the whole universe saw that. It was a nice picture of you, though.
Yeah. I hope it worked.
Sweet. And then you guys see this, like, up in the sky above you, you see almost as if like a dagger cut through space, and there's this weird rift, and then comes through it is, I'm not going to lie, I did ask the artist to basically make Moya from Farscape, because Farscape. Alright, so it comes through, and then you see this football field sized ship that kind of hovers above all of you guys, and then all of a sudden your mom comes. She like jumps out and lands in powerhouse. She creates a small crater, and a few others kind of float down out of it, and she comes walking. What are you, Jesse? Are you okay? What? Oh,
Crixon, Mom, he's dying.
why is he dying?
Someone, a Savitri, attacked us at the school.
They've encroached Earth?
Apparently he was pretending to be one of the students, who I guess is, I don't know, dead? I don't know, missing?
Okay. Okay. This... hello, everyone. If you come along, you can transport here, and the ship starts kind of hovering down and coming down. By the way, ASAP, not that you're, like, happy right now, but one of the people that floated down was Captain Electron, who happens to be on the same team as your mom.
Okay.
Yeah. So the bioorganic ship lands, and Powerhouse looks to all of you guys and says, "We received information about planet Xinus, but there are a number of encroachments.
They are no longer here.
They've been taken by the Savitri."
Red lights, red lights.
What can we do?
She looks to the other members of her team, and Captain Electron says, "You can take that ship. I'm rather sure where they are headed." And your mom says, I'm not leaving my son in the middle of this quadrant of space. So I'm coming with you.
Well, my team should be fine.
Will Crixon be fine?
I think you're trying to provoke her to listen to you, right? I don't know. Maybe she's using influence on you. No, here's the deal. You're not trying to provoke her. She is trying to influence you to let her on to this team, which means she's going to take over and tell all you guys what to do. You know her mom. They call her
Yes, I know.
Powerhouse for a couple reasons.
We totally don't need an adult bossing us around right now.
Yeah, so if you want to reject her influence, you need to roll. Roll flat.
Okay.
Oh, it's chat message. We've seen what happens when she chaperoned last time. Good reminder, Jan.
Oh,
Granted, she thought she was hitting Kid Ragnarok's dad.
But she did.
I hate the dice roll on this thing. 5.
What? I'm so sorry.
No.
Okay, on a miss, the words hit you hard. Mark a condition, and I get to adjust your labels. I'm going to adjust your labels in the new character sheet bit. Your savior is locked. What condition are you marking?
I think with everything going on, oh man, insecure or hopeless. Yeah, I think I'm feeling pretty hopeless right now. Yeah.
Nice. So I don't know if it oh, yep, it does mark on mine when you do that. That's cool. All right. Wow, you have 3 conditions. Holy crap. I can't wait till you take another powerful blow. All right, so I got to adjust your labels.
But I don't know what move this is, but I wanted to. If Ragnarok wants to butt in.
Oh, yeah. We'll still do this, but you can totally butt in. Give me just a second to look at these labels, and I totally want to hear what you have to say. Sweet. So I'm going to adjust your labels, and what she says, son, you're not. This is too dangerous. You need to be home. And I have adjusted your mundane up 1 and your danger down 1.
Okay.
So what does Kid Ragnarok do?
Look, Mrs. Powerhouse, I've seen that admittedly little guy take down was it Slytherin warrior? Basically single-handedly. I've seen him save, I know, somebody important, I figure, but they were important, and I've seen him face some serious stuff. Single-handedly, I would trust him to go and save the day. And he's got us.
Also, he is the custodian of Crixon.
And whatever.
That is amazing. I think that you are provoking her, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, God, would I? Phew.
I'm trying to help.
Yeah. I'm provoking, and that is a... squished up together. Open it up. Superior. I am superior. Excellent. Did I?
That's an 8.
8? Yeah.
That is a hit. Okay. All right. When you provoke someone on 7, okay, on a 7 to 9, they can instead choose 1. I think she the fact that the whole team is standing up, that she has a mix of that mom worry, but that pride in seeing a team come together, and she hesitates a little bit. You don't even know how to operate the craft. You need at least a pilot. I can't let you go without that much, so I'll just fly the craft for you. She's still totally going to take over. But you got a +1 against her if you want to try to capitalize on that moment of weakness.
I mean, no offense to your spaceship, but I create my bike, which is technically the Kirby Craft move, so...
Yes, it is.
It's an alien craft, technically,
Yeah.
yes.
Kind of. I kind of create it, sucking in a large bubble of oxygen into it and kind of seal it up. Like, mine's cooler.
She looks at it, and then she looks over at the living ship. You can't even fit your whole team. You've got a giant team. You can't fit them all in that little trike.
Well, I guess I'm using my powers to push the size of it. So.
I can help him carry them.
Captain Electron steps in at this point. He says, well, it is obvious that these kids, I'm sorry, that these heroes have it under control. Jane, we've got other work to concentrate on. Your mom walks over to you ASAP, and she hugs you really hard. Not hurt you hard, but firm. Like that hug that she doesn't let go after a moment until you have satisfied her with your return hug.
Mom.
What? I haven't seen you in a few months. Just deal with it.
Not in front of the team.
Rags suddenly is around both of their hug.
She elbows you.
Joining in.
Back off. I still have my suspicions about you, child. Well, listen, your little girlfriend isn't here. It's okay. And she hugs you one more time and steps back.
Like at that comment about little girlfriends, like Quartz's head, like there's actually like he was in his natural form, and like a head forms, and it's sort of looking at Pixie.
Nice. I love it. Cool. So you guys are going to be traveling via Quartzmobile / the Psychic Trike. It seems that you have convinced your mother. I would like to see someone assess the situation. Let's imagine that Captain Electron will provide you guys with some devices so that you can try to figure out what has happened and what things are going on. And I'll unveil some information based on the rolls. But if you guys want to assess the situation, probably a good time to do that.
Is someone not feeling guilty?
Someone not feeling guilty? Who's good?
Rags cannot, because he's just sweating slightly, keeping this the focus.
Maybe someone who's been keeping their distance from all this emotional stuff, like Pixie.
Ooh,
Keeping their head
like
in the game.
Keeping their head cool.
The smart one.
I don't think that's why she's keeping her distance, to be clear.
It might help anyway.
Totally focused.
Electrocute's got a 1 superior. She might not be a bad choice, and she doesn't have anything. Yeah. Who's going? Who's going to do it?
Andrea, do you want to roll?
Sure. I can
My
find...
superior is 0, by the way.
Yep.
That one.
Miss. Oh.
But it's a 6. Can we help her?
I think you're out of team. But I think that the team... There is one thing. The leader of the team can mark a condition to avoid removing a team from the pool.
I'll do that.
Condition horse.
How many conditions do you have already?
Well, you just lost one.
I lost one recently, so now I'm back to 3 again. I'll have to decide.
It's the worst.
Yeah, no, I think I'll I think I'll just go right back to insecurity.
Sweet. Cool. So, Pixie, you're given a few, Kirby-like New Gods, weird mother boxy type devices that Captain Electron hands off to you guys before they open a rift and fly away. That's what he has to do to basically keep Powerhouse from changing her mind about changing her mind. You have gotten a 7. So you get, out of the 7, you get a question. What would you like to ask as you assess the situation here?
I'm reading them. Sorry.
I know. No, it's okay. I can read them to you.
No, I'm trying to decide which one I want to pick. I guess, how can we best end this quickly?
Sweet. Okay, so you dial in with the devices, and one of the things that you find on this little mother box type detector is that there is a particular signature from some kind of exhaust, and it is a device, another ship, not the living ship that just came here, but there was another ship that recently left Xinus, and you can find the trail. You think, go a little Star Trek, like neutrino type deals. You think you can basically track that energy signature, but it's you're going to have to pay attention. But if you can travel fast enough, you may be able to track that. And it will probably be the best way to end this quickly is to find out where the collective was taken.
So let me get this straight. We are going after an entire race that just attacked the whole planet of quartz people, and then we're going to beat them all.
We're going to annihilate them.
Wow.
How many Sivitri are there exactly? Quartz?
Don't know.
I do not know the answer to that. It's irrelevant.
It is it's an entire species. They are attacking a quadrant. Chances are, though, that this is not the entirety of their armada, but it's possible.
What sort of powers do they have? Okay, just that.
They can change their shape. That's the gist of what I know.
Okay.
But they will not be changing their shape in their own crafts. All we need to do is infiltrate their ship and release my people. Crixum's people.
How do we infiltrate their ship?
You ask a question like you think that I've done this before.
Well, maybe we do it the old-fashioned way, with bait.
Bait?
How do you mean?
They're rounding up your people, right, Quartz?
It seems like that, yes.
So, if we have one of their people, or one of your people, seems like it should be pretty easy to get on board.
Then I will be the bait.
Who is going to be able to be one of their people?
I think we should all be the bait. I mean, they're probably going to assume that we can't defend ourselves because we're just kids, right?
Hmm.
So as soon as the doors open, we surprise them. We're not going to let Quartz go on that ship alone.
Well,
Quartz is
sounds like a plan.
slowly, like, turning back into a human shape.
I think Pixie's words are definitely some kind of comfort or support.
A little bit.
Not that she's going to make the roll to get a benefit, but yeah. Is that a miss? Damn.
Wait, can I help?
Only if you take out a condition. No.
No.
Wow, you guys are out of team, out of luck, and you get a.
Are you talking about the 6 that's on there?
Oh, is that one from before?
Yeah, that's the one from before. I'm like, but I haven't rolled yet. Did someone else roll?
Okay, I just
Really
looked at it and I saw
confused.
the 6. Sorry. I've been jumping around and looking at
Lord.
character sheets and all kinds of stuff. I apologize. So please
No,
roll.
it's fine. What am I rolling? I don't even know. I've got too many
Cover
windows
support,
open.
roll
right now.
plus mundane. Of course, I should have known that. It says roll plus superior, so that wasn't the right roll. Dang it.
Hey!
Yay! On a 7 to 9, on a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels they open up to you.
So she gets to pick that, right?
I think they do.
I think you get to pick it, but you have to do the opening up thing.
Yeah. Gotta open up.
Alright. Hold on, let me see. Ah! So what does the move say?
When you comfort or support someone, roll plus mundane. On a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you.
So I need to Open up to her to clear condition or shift labels.
That's how I read it.
Correct. You need to open up in order to either mark potential clear condition or shift labels.
I do not want you or anyone else in the group to be in danger because of this. This is I appreciate it, but you do not need to do this.
I'd like to try to see you stop me.
I do not want to see you hurt, Pixie.
Pretty tough. I'll be fine. Plus, you guys are watching my back, right?
From where Rags is in lowest position, he just does thumbs up, but doesn't open his eyes or reaction any other way.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that what teams are for? Like, what kind of team would we be if we would let somebody go alone to a dangerous situation?
You all came here to help me and Quartz. I mean, we're in this together.
There's a human expression I've heard before that I would like to give utterance to. I believe it is something along the lines of, I love you guys.
Oh,
Oh, that's so opening up. That's the best. Oh, that's great. That's so great. I love that. That's wow. It's the best. Okay, cool. If you guys are cool with maybe a little bit of a jump ahead.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Awesome. You guys, through the interest of we've got half an hour left-ish, or maybe less. After your team gets everything together, Kid Ragnarok has a psychic trike. Others, Quartz, is someone riding you, or are you carrying someone? Did you become the chair? Oh my God.
I think I'm just extending it in a sense. Like I'm extending my body as a sort of a dome, like all the propulsion and stuff is coming from the trike, and there's just more area to be in due to Quartz extending it.
Interesting. Cool.
Which makes it even more dangerous. Yay.
Well, yeah, not that we're counting, right? We're not worried about that.
Yeah, I imagine the sweat is pouring off Rags at the moment. Like, kind of keeping concentration.
We will pay off. We will pay that off soon. Hold on a second. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to grab a picture, and I thought it was in one folder, but it was not. So it'll take me just a second. I promise it'll take more than a second, but it'll be quick. Oh, weird. Huh. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. I had a weird permissions issue. I tried to open it. Guys, travel for a bit, and then you come upon this ship, which is traveling towards a distant planet, and it is Savitri markings, and they hail you when you guys come into range. And of course, it's a comic book, so in English, there's a voice that says, Electrobomb, why are you following us?
Who is that person talking to? Not me.
If I
Not me.
understand
Could
the
be
situation
referring to
correctly,
you.
you.
Electrobomb, our understanding was that you would remain on one of the target planets. Why are you here?
What am I gonna tell them?
Own it.
Am I here?
Remember the plan.
Tell them the situation's changed.
You're
coming
bringing
in.
in captives.
We have we have a captive. We need to bring him in.
Payload's nearly full of those little crystal creatures.
Well, what's one more?
Very well. We'll need it against Galen. Permission to come aboard.
How did I do, guys?
Pretty good.
What if she's somewhere around here? I don't want to see her.
Who or what is Galen?
I don't know.
Don't worry, she's apparently on the planet somewhere, so they were surprised you were here, so
Yeah.
we're good. She'd never come on board here. We're good.
Okay.
Rags is just humming loudly, trying not to get distracted by any of this talk.
Sweet. So we'll have you guys kind of that picture of the huge cargo bay type opening in space, and the psychic dragon cores come up in, and then the doors close behind you, and there is atmosphere here, right? Otherwise you can't talk, and that would be sucky. And you see in this cargo area, there is the collective, and you can feel it, Quartz. There must be some kind of shielding in the body, the hull of the ship. But once you're inside, you can feel the collective, all of the collective here, captured in the belly of this ship.
I just want to send a message to them. Get ready.
Sweet. Okay, when you guys land, there are several Savitri. They appear as humans, but like they don't really have any sexual characteristics. They kind of look like they're in superhero-y type suits, but a kind of uniform. And one of them walks up to you, Electrocute. Electrobomb, thank you for bringing us this prisoner. And then one of them has this like fork, and he starts to fire it up, and he's gonna go after Quartz. What do you do?
I would like to escort this one myself. I still need to question him.
Ooh, nice. All right. The pin opens there. You'll need to enter the sequence to open it up. Will you be
that
returning to
direction.
the target planet soon, Electrobomb?
Yes, as soon as this is done. And I kind of tried to push Quartz, like, that way, go.
Sweet.
Oh, he goes.
Nice. Hey, Kid Ragnarok, Electrocute is like, she just dropped in. That was mom voice. That was like the mommiest mom voice you've heard in years.
Oh boy.
Are we all like hiding inside the ship, by the way?
You're all in the ship. Like, you came up into the cargo. And
inside the psycho ship.
You're in the Savitri ship.
Yeah, but I mean, are we within the hangar bay of the Savitri ship? Are we, like the rest of us, hidden inside the psycho ship?
No, I didn't imagine that. I actually thought you were in this psychic trike and you had a bubble formed, and so there was actually like Lobo style, like the freaking trike. Like, if that's not what you saw, that's perfectly fine too. But you can stay in the ship if you want. But I imagine that you were basically the lackeys of Electrobomb as far as the Savitri were concerned.
Oh yeah, well I obviously dropped that projection and Yeah, I don't like hearing that voice, that tone. So, but I'm not gonna stop thinking about it right now.
She slipped into that real easy too, by the way, Kid Ragnarok. All those like, oh, I'm worried and I'm nervous, and she can be Electrobomb real hard. So yeah, Electrobomb, you're pushing Quartz along and headed towards this pin. So what I see is kind of a nearly invisible fence. There's occasional pulses of light, and there's this huge crystalline collective that they're all kept inside, pinned here. And you could just add one more to it. Katana and ASAP, what are you guys doing at this point?
Trying to stay still and not dash off, trying to follow everyone's lead. I imagine I've slipped the Crixum crystals into a pouch somewhere on my uniform.
You know that if you can get to that collective, into that pin somehow, the Crixum can rejoin, that he can heal.
Yeah. And I'm trying to do so, but I'm trying to stay with the group.
Cool. All right. So Electrobomb, it looks like it's your show. The Savitri, there are at least a dozen or so that are here, but you've basically commanded them that you're going to put Quartz into the pin. So what do you do?
So are we near of the pin already, or?
Yes. So you came up into the cargo hold. That's effectively where the pin is. You know, they kind of pulled everybody up into this specially treated cargo hold that would effectively protect them from being able to communicate out. And so there's still.
They're still hanging there.
Yeah, they're still there. You're not far from it. It is, maybe 50 feet away from where you guys had landed and hopped off of your transport device, the Psychic Trike.
I'm just going to turn to them. Is there a problem? What are you still hanging around here for? I mean, you gotta have something better to do. Go!
You're definitely provoking there. All right. Let's just see what you're trying to get them to go away. So let's have you roll superior.
No. Go. That's an 8. Yes! At least it's not a failure.
Sweet. On a 7 and 9, they can instead choose 1. Yeah, you gain some influence over them. So I'll give you influence over the Savitri guards. But one of them says, listen, that plant creature needs to be detained. You know what it does to our kind. So I'll be taking that one. You can do. We'll get back to our posts, but we need to secure that one.
She's secured, all right.
She's
I need
standing
her.
right there.
I know.
Sorry, Electrobomb. With all due respect. And then he starts walking forward with this weird, like, fork type device, and he's gonna fire it at Pixie.
I'm just gonna yell at him, stop, you're not doing anything to her, I need her. She has some very valuable information.
Okay, alright. So if you want to surrender the influence you hold over this Savitri, then you can take a +1 on a move targeting them, and you're gonna have to roll another provoke.
Okay, let's do that. That was plus superior, right? Superior? Yes. That's another 8.
Wow. All right, and you did that with your situational +1?
Oh, then it's
then
9.
Just push to a 9. Okay.
Could I
sorry.
push it to 10?
I don't know.
Or do we have that capability? What I'm thinking is he's not going to be very threatening if he doesn't have his little weapon, and I run up and snatch it from him and say, "Boss told you to leave. Now leave."
Why don't you directly engage the threat then?
Okay.
So I'll say that he he stumbles. Right, and with that, if you want to go ahead and try to directly engage it there. Although I'm kind of curious what Pixie's doing here, because I know ASAP's really fast, but Pixie, this guy's about to throw down on you.
Yeah.
And
Pixie
this
has that
attack,
action
if it
first.
goes wrong, someone else will think, well, there's trouble here.
Yeah, I think Pixie kind of took a step back, and she's kind of getting ready to defend herself.
Any tree stuff going on, like roots in the metal plates of the ship, or
Not
just
yet.
trying to keep that low profile, huh? Okay.
Trying.
Sweet. All right. So directly engage a threat. I keep waiting for dice to show above your head, Will, because I am
I
trained
know.
to do it that way. Oh,
What? I was
Why do you
supposed to
keep
help
rolling
her.
the -3?
Oh,
Reroll and roll.
What is
Better.
it? Is a 1 + 2 minus? Why is it -3?
Let me take a look at your
Engage a
character
threat?
sheet. That looks weird.
Oh, because afraid. It's a
Oh
-2.
snap! You
And
literally
I'm
rolled
already,
that.
and I'm a
like,
-1 because my danger just got lowered. Okay. So
oh crap!
I was trying to assist
mom
your
screwed
success, not make it worse.
Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so you try to snatch out of the way, and there must be some kind of weird alien technology, because when you grab for that thing, it shocks the hell out of you. And, by the way, that electricity is the same pink, the electricity that shocks you, the same pink that Electrocute fires out when she powers up. And so you get thrown across, like skid across the hangar, and yeah, you need to take a condition there ASAP. Meanwhile, Pixie, this weird kind of nimbus starts to surround you, and you can feel it tightening and crushing you, like holding you. Maybe it won't crush you to death, but this guy's just going to basically drag you off. What do you do?
I think I am going to go probably full out tree, which I don't think anyone's ever seen before because she looks pretty humanoid right now. But I think it's kind of that kind of cartoonish tree, like in a spooky forest.
Oh, cool.
So she's basically just going to attempt to intimidate them by, like, she gets taller and more tree-like, and her entire body kind of shifts. So the only kind of face is kind of that. It's kind of like that. They call it like knots. That kind of make
God.
kind of a face.
Oh, that's spooky as hell. And these things have said that the tree basically plant people hurt them, so that's going to be terrifying. I would like to see you unleash your powers.
I would like to see me unleash my powers too.
Do you need help?
I don't think anyone can help.
From a 4?
yeah, it's a 4.
Oh, did you roll a 4?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I'm sorry, I was trying to look at your character sheet. And this die roller hates us.
I'm gathering
Yes,
that.
it
Yeah.
does. But at least it gives us lots of experience, or at least it gives some
Yay.
people.
That's a good point. So you become this huge tree creature. The Savitri start to flee. Part of your roots start to crack open the pen, but you also feel the cargo bay doors start to buckle and open up, and the entire, I'm imagining like Star Wars level, like huge cargo bay. If you guys remember when the Emperor came in, and like big, it was a big space, and the pen itself is like football field size, right? Which is going overboard with size. But by doing this, these roots, they pierce open some of the cargo bay doors, and the place starts to depressurize, and some of the Savitri are getting pulled. The pen is now broken open, and there are crystalline creatures that are starting to get pulled as well, and it's complete chaos. Do we end right here for time purposes?
That's a terrible cliffhanger.
So I think the answer is yes. Okay, great.
It's like we
Yeah,
have no
that's
hope
where
at
we
this
end
point.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You're welcome, guys. Thank you to the die roll mostly. Oh, I love the note from Will. Maybe my mom should have come along. Okay, it is going to be a few weeks before we wrap this up. We're taking a break, and we'll be playing a couple of other games because we have some scheduling things we need to work around. We want all this team here to see the end, however that is. Hopefully a good end. So let's go ahead and move to end of session. So I know it's mid-session, but I still want to do our normal end of session stuff. So I will start with Will, and I'll go in reverse alphabetical order. Will, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I definitely grew closer to the team. They were willing to
Excellent.
stick it up for me and Crixus.
Who made you feel welcome? Give that person or that individual influence.
I think Electrocute.
Yay!
Nice. And she did not
Oh,
have...
I already had one for over.
Cool, so you can move one label up and one label down with that influence addition there.
His labels.
Yes, correct, his labels. And also, ASAP, you can clear a condition or mark potential.
Well, I already have 5 potential, so I'm going to clear a condition since I have 4.
Jeez. This was the level up game. Holy crappuccino. Excellent. So, Katana, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I
Close
can't
to
find
the-
ASAP's.
Oh, sorry. Yona, did you have a question?
Yeah, I can't find ASAP character sheet on.
Oh, if you click on the middle icon called Journal.
Yes, I
Under
only see
characters,
mine,
there's-
Katana, Kit, Ragnarok, Pix,
Oh,
and
you know what?
Horse.
Maybe it's not shared with you. Let me see if I can change that. Hold on just a second. Tags, PC, in players, journals, all players. Okay. How about now? Can you see it now?
Yes, now it is. So
Okay,
one
cool.
up and one down, right?
Yes.
Oh, there's only bio and info. There is not actual sheet in that one.
No. There should be a character sheet. I'm looking at it. We can work on it. We can work on it throughout.
Just
We've got a
use
few weeks.
I linked the Excel.
The Excel sheet, yes.
Is everybody keeping that up? Is that still accurate?
I
I did on mine.
Thank
I'm
you.
doing both.
All right. So while you're working on that, Yona, if you run into another issue, let me know. But we'll jump ahead to Katana. Closer to the team, into your own image of yourself, or away from the team?
Closer to the team.
Who
Go
made you feel
team.
welcome? Who made you feel welcome?
Tough one. Anyone? Pixie.
Nice. Did Pixie already have influence?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yep.
Flip it, swap it, move one label up, one label down, please, Pixie. On Katana. Now, Katana, you can also clear condition or mark potential.
Yeah, I'll mark potential.
Good call. This is a game of potential.
It is.
Electrocute.
Yes.
Did
I
you-
think I totally grew closer to the team. Like, I finally started to feel like I am actually part of the team. I am useful. I'm doing stuff for the team.
Yes. Who made you feel welcome?
I'm thinking ASAP because even after what I did to his non-girlfriend, he still accepted me and actually even supported me.
Thanks for asking for that scene, by the way, Yana. That was really great. Sweet. So, did ASAP already had influence over you? So, Will, if you can move one up, move one down. Did you want to clear a condition or mark potential? I don't think you got any conditions right yet, did you?
So I have 5 potential now.
Yay! You can buy in advance. Quartz. You grow. Oh, by the way, well, sorry. Before we move on to Quartz, Electrocute. How did you move?
I haven't done that yet. I'm thinking stuff, and I wanted
much.
to, you know.
Too many inputs.
Saber
Okay.
is locked, so I'm thinking I kind of want to move Mundane up for, but then again, maybe not. I'm gonna push Danger up because, he jumped into
Move it back
dangerous
to 0?
situation.
Okay.
That's do 0, and maybe I'm gonna put Superior to 0. So there.
And then, Will, how did you move Electrocute?
I moved her Freak down and her Mundane up.
Awesome. And
She's not as bad as she thinks.
then Pixie moved Katanas. How did you move that one?
I move Superior up and Freak down.
Nice. Okay, now Quartz. Grow closer,
Nice.
grow to your own image, or...
I grew closer to the team because of Katana.
Nice. I know Katana already has influence over you, because she has influence over most of
Everyone.
Are you clearing condition or market potential?
I was thinking about that, and because I have 3 conditions, but I really want to, in the next session, hurt someone, sacrifice something, and do a foolhardy action. So I'm not clearing any conditions because I want to do those things. So I'm marking potential.
I'll help you by moving up your Mundane.
Moving Mundane up, okay, and what's going down?
I'll put Superior a little bit down. I'll let you keep your Danger.
Wait, now, what you do? Because now I suddenly lost more than I had.
Oh, here on thing.
It should
your
still open up
Mundane-
to 3.
My
You should add
superior was +2, and you moved it up to
okay.
-1 instead of. Okay, yeah, okay.
Pixie. Grow closer, own image, or away?
I think she grew into her own image.
I buy that. Explain how you see yourself and why.
So she spent the entire session hurting people emotionally, scaring the crap out of them, or apparently siding with supervillains without knowing it.
Okay, well, let's shift 1 label up and 1 down.
My Danger is definitely going up.
Yeah.
And my Superior is going down.
Last but not least, Kid Ragnarok. Did you grow closer to the team, into your own image, or away from the team?
I think into his own image.
How do you see yourself and why?
I think he sees himself a bit. I think he feels more like distant from the idea of being related to supervillains. He feels a little bit more towards the hero side. Kind of having that encounter with his dad and kind of rejecting the dad, and I think he feels like he's doing his own thing rather than being manipulated.
Okay.
He is being manipulated, but so I'm gonna drop his Superior down 1 actually, and I think I'm gonna put a bit of Danger in.
I don't think that works for me. Okay, we have reached the end. Oh, legacy stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so ask your questions.
Have I been upholding the traditions of my legacy?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you're standing up to your mom and like trying to be a hero, and supporting your team. I think so. Yeah.
Have I maintained the image of my legacy?
Well, with highly powered, psychic powered devices, your image was projected across the universe.
And then have I made other members of my legacy proud?
I think so.
Yeah,
Just
you should
come
be
along.
proud.
Even your mom.
All right. So
Sweet.
noted.
cool. Yona, if you have roses and thorns, I know you need to go, but I'd love any roses and thorns if you have time. If not, I understand. You can give it to me later.
Well, at least for us, it's the beginning where, the secret of your mustache was finally released. That was like, wow, I love that. That was so, and the intense stare you gave, that was like, please don't stare at me like that because I'm going to start crying. It's like, I will never do that again. I'm sorry. That was awesome. I loved it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great.
Glad that paid off. Whew. Okay.
As for thorns, I don't really have any. I'm always usually happy with this group, whatever happens, so it's kind of really hard to try and figure out any thorns.
Cool. All right, so we will talk, we'll start with thorns on the group. My first thorn, again, managing time and spotlight was a challenge. I think there were far too many long gaps for players. I still need to work. Juggling 6 players is something that I'm not there yet, and continue to give me heads up if you think that somebody sat for too long, because my brain's not engaging well enough on that, and so I apologize. It's definitely something that needs to be addressed and fixed. It's a lot of inputs, and I'm not managing it appropriately. So what other thorns do we have?
I know this is going to be the last game probably on Google Plus, especially for me, but I have so many windows open right now.
Yeah.
Like I have Roll20, and then I have Google Hangouts, and then I have the Excel sheet, and then I have the PDF, and it's a lot to manage all of a sudden.
And you roll the dice, and you're like, oh shit,
Right.
you've got the modifier thing. There's the
Right, and
hidden
the
behind
character
thing.
on Roll20, I've got that as a separate window, and it's.
Yeah.
I think that's how I accidentally backed out earlier, is I was trying to switch windows and apparently closed everything.
Sucks.
Oh no.
That was fun. I'm talented.
No, it's too much. We need to find a better way to manage this and just consolidate down. I mean, hell, let's be honest. Like, the overlays are nice to have. We could go as simple as just playing through Hangouts, rolling dice however we wanted, and sticking with the Google Sheet. If Roll20 doesn't work for our needs, I want to try to give it a shot, and I feel like it's just one of those new things, so I'm not ready to walk away from it yet, but there were a lot of windows open. Maybe we need to find some way to drop some of the really helpful stuff from the PDF into Roll20, and then we need to just say we're not using the Google Sheet and kind of force ourselves to Roll20. Maybe that's what we need to do. I think
Absolutely. That would help a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what when somebody said, look on the Google Sheet, and I'm like, you're keeping that up? Wow, I didn't expect that, but okay. It's cool. Definitely good feedback. Thank you, Andrea. I almost called you Pixie. Any other thorns to offer?
Mine just like Andrea's, just getting used to the Roll20 setup, but that'll come in time.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome. Okay. If there are no other thorns, we'll move to roses. I really appreciate when I was trying to just quickly move to, let's jump to this, and people saying, no, let's pull back. There is a conversation that needs to take place. Such as Yana saying, Electrocute needs to talk to ASAP about what happened to his girlfriend, and other conversations like, we need to have a team meeting to discuss this rather than just skipping ahead. So I was trying to hit the fast forward button, and you guys were reminding me, maybe this relationship stuff should be dealt with as well, Rich, and those were the best scenes. So thank you.
All that drama.
Other roses?
The technocrat at the beginning.
Yeah. That's not
That's
what I mean.
already, but,
So awesome.
yeah.
Then we were giving hard time for you not being, first of all about the mustache, and then you hiding your face,
Yeah,
and
I was
everyone,
curious,
oh,
like-
wow, okay. We
Yeah,
suck.
I joined and you're like going on about mustaches and lol and like what was?
I was Alex, you didn't see it and it wasn't on air, but I was being such a little fussy butt about the fact that you weren't there. I'm like, I got this idea in my head.
I
Sure did.
did it.
It was all good. I was just worried. I'm like,
But-
crap, did I do all this? Because I literally let my beard grow out all week long and then shaved it this morning and like had the picture and I was like, no, I need to shave the mustache because before the mustache was like all the way down and I looked like just a super hick and that didn't look good and I'm like, oh no way, it tapers off. Okay, taper off. And I didn't have a whole lot of mustache to work with because it was just a week's growth. So anyway, the end.
It was effective.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Cool. What other roses? Compliments back and forth.
My thing was actually kind of a thought on myself. Was I didn't push it, but I was really wanting to have like at some point have a talk to Pixie about like what the hell's going on with you and Quartz thing, but I never kind of pushed it. So, but I had plans for that, but never got to it.
Thorn.
Yeah.
Jan, you had something?
Well, I mean, I totally back up the rose about the technocrat, but I think there's also a rose. It was a rose-worthy performance on the balancing. You say that you're not quite there yet, and maybe that's true, but I think you did better than the previous time, and I think. There was you did. I noticed a lot of good attempts at trying to keep it balanced. So I think that's definitely worth the rose, even though you think you're not there yet, and maybe that's true, but I think you did well.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Was it better, Andrea? Yeah, I know you'll be honest.
Yeah, this time I was just, I don't know, I'm just not into playing today, I think. Totally disconnected. I'm trying, I got distracted real easy today.
Okay. Cool. Any other roses? I just want to say rose to the electrocute to electrobomb transformation was.
Oh yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Rich thought about playing Technocrat for days. Yona just dropped into Electrobomb like right there. That was amazing.
My heart skipped several beats when you did that. I was like,
What am I supposed to do?
Yes! I kind of panicked for a moment. It's like, okay, I gotta do this. I'm so out of my comfort zone because I never play anybody who is mean, evil, or bad. So that's like, combined to that, I was kind of panicking for a moment there.
Oh, you rocked it. It was great. It was great.
Thank you.
Cool. Any last roses?
Just a general one. All the little individual scenes between people were just amazing today for some reason. They all hit the spot. All the lot of like inconsequential scenes, sort of, almost throwaway scenes. I don't like using the term, but I mean they ended up not being throwaway scenes. But like going into them as we'll just do this quick thing, and then ended up being a awesome dynamic between the 2 or 3 people that were in the scene.
I had a lot of fun with the Pixie being a total bitch, and Quartz is going like, oh, you're gonna be like that. Well, you wouldn't understand anyway because like I am.
Yeah. Oh, the amount of passive aggressiveness in that scene was amazing.
Oh,
It's like, oh, this is horrible to watch.
so much awkwardness, so much tenseness.
Yeah.
We were such a team going out into space.
I also liked the short scene with Pixie and the NPC friend when she was crying and all that. I was putting some food in my bowl and stuff and just listening to in that. I almost started crying thinking of like, Andrea did that really well. It's like, oh, it's pretty good.
That was really. You said you were disconnected, but that was great.
You really sounded like you were crying.
It was raw. It was awesome. And I love that you, in chat, that you pointed out that you got that Laura just, like, she was trying to sympathize, but she didn't understand.
Yeah.
I like that came across, too, because that was a strong scene. It was really good.
Yeah. Good.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I'm going to go see Kubo and the Two Strings, everybody. I'm very excited.
I don't know what it means.
It's filmed by the people who made Coraline and Paranorman.
Yes.
And it's supposed to be better than those films as well.
I don't know if that's possible, but I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we will be picking up on Sunday, I think it's the 18th? 18th. So it'll be 3 weeks hence before we pick back up with Masks. But in the interim, I think we got something else. We need to work on the schedules. But we'll be Sans Andrea, which will be sucky. What are you gonna do? She's got like a life and commitments and weddings and stuff. Anyway, cool. Thanks you guys for playing. It was a super fun time, and thanks for people watching.